What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Preach in the building, and this is your UFC 282 recap. Fun show. I enjoyed it. Last pay-per-view of the year. It was awesome, but I feel like this show fucking pissed me off on the low. I'm sorry. Let's look how well we did on the card. We did all right, I think. Went 7 out of 12, so we did okay. But it pisses me off because what's the point? You know what I'm saying? What is the fucking point anymore? If these fucking judges are going to ruin it. I don't like to say that we're turning into boxing, like some people like to say, but this was a card that made me feel like we're turning into boxing. Stop it. Whoever wins, wins. Okay? I don't care who the fuck it is. I'm not trying to be biased, but whoever wins, wins. And then there's a fucking issue. All right? And we'll talk about it. But let's talk about this card. Cameron Simon had an awesome fight against Steven Koslow, ended up getting the victory. He was down 2 rounds. He got a point taken away, so he's able to have a cool little comeback. TJ Brown with a very, very impressive arm triangle choke in the 3rd round. Looked really good. Had a good fight overall. Billy Quarantillo proved me wrong. Let's talk about that. He proved me wrong. Beat Alexander Hernandez. Hernandez was doing good in that 1st round. I thought he was winning. I thought 145 looked like a good weight class for him. He was getting the takedowns. And Billy Quarantillo out-toughed Alexander Hernandez. And I've even said this before. Hernandez showed the fact that he's not as tough as he thinks he is. And Billy Quarantillo was able to finish him in the 2nd round. It was a good fight. It was a bloody fight. I enjoyed it. Chris Curtis got the knockout over Joaquin Buckley. Buckley threw a dumbass body kick real up close. Thought that was dumb. And yeah, Curtis looked okay. Buckley, I don't know. He kind of looks dumb saying he wants to go down to 170 and just got knocked out in this last fight or just this fight. And yeah, he looks ridiculous. Edmund Shabazian with a phenomenal finish over Dacha Lungbui. The whole fight was a little mid. I will admit that. He didn't look too good. Low output. That's another issue with Edmund. He's a counter striker, but he's going to have to rise the output up. But he needed this win bad. And I'm happy he got the W. I think Dacha's going to get cut. And yeah, that's about it. Jorginho Rosenstrike with an insane 23-round knockout or 23-second round knockout in the 1st round or 23-second knockout in the 1st round. Sorry, I couldn't talk for a second. Over Chris Daukaus. He just touched him and Daukaus started dancing. Jorginho's back. Chris Daukaus. I don't know what to say. Thanks, Billy. Edmund, you're going to lose again. I don't know what to say. But Jorginho's back. He is back. Raul Rosa Jr. versus Jay Perrin. Rosa looked amazing. Completely dominated. Took him down. Just destroyed him. Tooled him a little bit. And choked him out. Made Jay Perrin eat his fucking words. Raul Rosa is a legit kid and a prospect to look forward to. This kid has amazing wrestling. And yeah, he's something to look forward to. Let's talk about probably one of my favorite performances of the night, Ilia Topuria versus Bryce Mitchell. This was a performance where Ilia finally proved to the critics that he's legit. A lot of people have always said, oh, Ilia hasn't fought high-level competition. Well, he fought Bryce Mitchell, a guy that has won over Edson Barboza, beat Andre Fili, an undefeated fighter, a guy that people were looking forward to. And Ilia Topuria, he had some problems in the 1st round. He did have some problems in the 1st round. Bryce was able to get some takedowns. I will give Bryce that. He was able to get some takedowns. And Bryce fought well on the feet with Ilia for a little bit. Bryce, to me, showed me that he belongs. Bryce proved himself. I've always said I've never been sold on Bryce. And it took the Edson Barboza fight and this one to kind of prove it. But overall, and I said in my breakdown, doesn't matter how hard Bryce tries, there's just some things you can't undo. And there's some things that are written in this world. And in this world, it's written that Ilia is just better than Bryce. Bryce is tough as nails. He fought his fucking heart out. But Ilia Topuria, his wrestling showcased in this fight. I think I told a lot of people. And yeah, his boxing looked awkward. He was swinging because I think he was forcing a KO. He was forcing a KO, and that's why it looked awkward. But in that second round where his coach said, hey, told him, hey, man, chill out, set it up. He started setting up his shots, and he was a lot more tighter, and he wasn't as swinging. And also, Bryce is an awkward guy. When you're in these awkward kind of situations with the awkward fighters, you start fighting awkward too. And it kind of rubbed off on Ilya a little bit. But Ilya showed his grappling ability and was able to submit Bryce with an arm triangle choke. It was impressive. Ilya is a future champion. Ilya versus Mozar Evloev is something I need to fucking see. It's something I need to see. I hope we see it. And yeah, Bryce is the baddest. Ilya just has holes in the stand-up, but he'll prove eventually. Yeah, like the only hole I would say is some of his kickboxing fundamentals. That's it. But besides that, he's solid. Dricus Du Plessis versus Darren Till. Dricus proved me wrong. Darren Till should consider a different career. And I say this with all due respect. Maybe you should be a kickboxer. Maybe you should do Muay Thai. ONE FC got a good spot. Just strike. If you do not have the urgency to get up, and I get it, man. I'm not in there. It's easy to say that. But if you do not have the urgency to get up, you don't have the urgency to push that head down, to put your hips back, to sprawl, you are giving up takedowns. You see, anytime he got taken down, he looked like a deer in front of the headlights. He got spooked. He froze every time. He never, not once, did the initial things to defend a takedown in that fight. Not once. He scrambled up. I give him credit. He had urgency to get up. I will give him that. He did get up a few times, but he did nothing proper to defend himself. He said he was grappling like crazy. I think his cardio looked okay, but still, this is MMA. And I don't know who has to tell him this, but you have to offensively want to get up, right? And what do I mean by that? Offensively want to get up. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. My nose is running pretty bad. You have to do things to stop your opponent from taking you down, right? If I'm on a single leg and I let you drive me back, I didn't do the proper things to stop you from taking me down. But you see guys like Ilia Topuria, he put his hips down. He put pressure. He made sure that Bryce couldn't take him down, right? He did the proper things. I don't see that in Till. So I'm saying, with all due respect, Till, maybe you should look about just being a kickboxer. Because maybe MMA is just not for you. Because I've seen females with better takedown defense than you. I've seen girls who are willing to stop takedowns. And you're just not, you know? And I don't know what else to say about Till. King Topuria. Topuria, he defends takedowns at a high rate. You know what I'm saying? He's not letting someone just fucking take him down at will. Bryce is a fucking monster grappler. But Till, on the other hand, he's fighting Dricus Du Plessis, and he knew in his heart this guy was going to take him down. He didn't do the right things. Now, he looked good in here. He didn't look bad. When it came to on the feet, he had his moments. But he choked, and he lost. There's nothing else to say. Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Alex Morono. Ponzinibbio, he was losing this fight. I had him down 2 rounds, but man, what a fucking knockout in the 3rd round. He fucking shut Alex Morono off. He shut him down, and I was so happy for Ponzi. He is a little washed, but man, I was happy for Ponzinibbio to get that win and by finish. Then let's talk about the robbery of the night. Jared Gordon versus Paddy Pimblett. Jared fucking Gordon won that fight. They stole that from Jared Gordon. They should be fucking ashamed of themselves. And this is why I wanted to say, I don't want us to turn into boxing. They need to stop with this bullshit. They really do. Because this is fucking ridiculous. Just because fucking Barstool fucking pays for this kid to do fucking interviews, right? Just because he's popular, just because people like him, doesn't mean you get to pick him, even though he lost. Doesn't mean you get to judge biasly for him. And that's what I think is going on. I think these judges are going to these fights thinking he's going to win, and they're just giving it to him. It's fucking rigged. All right? This is horrible. Jared Gordon did nothing wrong in that fight. He did all the right things to win. If this was anyone else, he would have won. He did the same things to Danny Chavez. He did the same things to Joseph Slay. But he doesn't win those fights, yet Patty Pimblett wins. What did Patty do in that fight to win the fight? That's my question to these judges. We need new judges. We need these people's names. We need their addresses, their locations. They need to respond. I need a response for them. They need to tell us why they thought he won. They need to be honest. They can't run away from this. We need to question these people. No, enough is enough. This whole card was great, and they ruined it with the co-main event and the main event. It's wrong what they're doing. These people need to be questioned, and they need to answer for this shit. You can't just get away with this. You don't just do this and walk away. No. I want to know who did this. Chris Lee, what's going on? I want this guy's Instagram. I want this guy's Twitter. I want to talk to this guy. Are you okay? Is he paying you? Come on. And then in the main event, Magomed Ankalaev versus Jan Blachowicz. Now, the first 2 rounds, I gave the first round to Ankalaev, was close. And then 2 and 3, I gave to Blachowicz because he hurt his legs. And then I gave the last 2 to Ankalaev, and I gave the last round 10-8. But I didn't really watch that 5th round, to be honest with you. I was getting my pizza. But I saw the end of it, and hey, it is what it is, what happened. I was just shocked by the draw. How do you give him a draw? I don't know what they do. I don't know if they just run it back. I heard Ankalaev say he don't feel like fighting for this company no more. And I don't blame these guys. I don't blame these Russian fighters like Peter Yan, like Ankalaev, like maybe even Jared Gordon if he feels that way. I don't blame these guys. It's not fucking fair what's going on. All right? These motherfuckers are making the rules up while they go. There is no consistency with the way they're judging these fights. One day it's damage, and one day it's fucking control time. This is not fair. All right? And it's fucking wrong. Ankalaev should be your champion. Blachowicz should be losing. It's not right. But hey, it is what it is. They called it a draw. I don't know what they do from here. It seems like 205 is in no man land, and I just don't know. But in terms of entertainment, though, it was a great show. I can't complain. It was a phenomenal show. I enjoyed doing the campaign with you guys. I enjoyed doing the fucking recap with you guys. But yeah, I do gotta go though. If I was to rate this show, I would rate it 10 out of 8. So I really enjoyed it. Best performances. I have to go to Ilya Taporia, the king and the star of this show. Was the best performance. And yeah, so I guys, I'm gonna go to work. So love y'all. Goodbye. Go follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter. Like, comment, and share the video. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. And yeah, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the show as much as I did. We need new judges. We need new fucking judges. I will slap Chris Lee if I ever see him in real life. I love y'all. Goodbye.